I thought I was finally over. I thought I would breathe again, smile without faking it. But then I found the one thing I wasn't supposed to find. And now, I don't know who broke me more. Part 1. I knew the signs, the late night texts that didn't make sense, the way he'd disappear for days and expect me to wait like I had nothing better to do. But I'd always wait, because that's what love is, right? Waiting, sacrificing, giving pieces of yourself away and pretending it doesn't hurt. Noah's back though. I can feel it before I even hear the knock. He's standing outside my door, and he doesn't need to say a word. I already know. He's sorry. He always is. I screwed up, he says, his voice rough. But that's not the worst part. It's the look in his eyes, the one that makes me believe him every damn time. I open the door, and he steps inside, just like he owns the place, like he can just walk in and erase the last few days. Where the hell did you go? I ask, trying to sound angry, but I'm not even sure anymore if I care enough to be mad. I needed space, he says, and I want to slap him for the lie. I know it's a lie. I always know. But then he does the thing he knows works. He grabs me, pulls me close. I'm sorry, Maya, he whispers. And damn it, I believe him. I always do. It's sick, this thing between us. I love him, and that's the worst part. I don't know why I'm still holding on, but I'm too scared to let go. Because every time I do, he's right back, and I can't imagine a life without him, even if I know I should. The door slams shut behind him, and it's like nothing else matters. I should have known better by now. But the thing is, when you love someone like I love Noah, you stop thinking. You just do. You do whatever it takes to hold on to them, even if it's tearing you apart. And it's been tearing me apart for months, maybe longer. I'm sitting on the couch, scrolling through my phone, and I feel it again, the dread, the one that settles in my stomach when I know he's not going to be around tonight, or tomorrow, or maybe not even the next day, but I won't say anything. I won't ask, because if I do, I'll sound desperate, and that's not who I am, right? Noah's at work. He says he's at work, but I've heard the stories. I know where he's really going. I've seen it before, even though I act like I haven't. He's into things, dangerous things, and he knows it, but he doesn't care. And somehow, I let him drag me down with him, because what else is there? What else do I have to hold on to? I glance at the door. If he came back right now, I swear I'd take him in my arms without a second thought, even though he's breaking me slowly, piece by piece, even though I know nothing about him is real. A knock. And I feel it, that familiar jolt of hope. I don't even look through the peephole. I know who it is. He's standing there, looking like he hasn't slept in days, hair wild, eyes bloodshot. His smile isn't the same, though. It's too forced, like he's trying to convince me that everything's fine. But he doesn't even have to say it. His eyes say it all. Hey, baby, he says, his voice softer than it's been in weeks. I want to say, you've been gone for days. You disappeared and didn't answer my calls. But I don't. Instead, I open the door wider, and he steps in. And I fall into him because I don't know how to stop myself anymore. We don't talk, not at first. He sits next to me on the couch, pulls me close, and the rest of the world disappears for a second. It's just him and me, like it always is when he's here. Like everything's okay, but everything's not okay. And I can feel it deep in my chest. But he kisses me, and for a second, I don't care. I just kiss him back. It's the middle of the night when I wake up, I'm tangled in sheets, and I can barely breathe. The air feels thick, heavy, and I can't shake off the feeling that something's wrong. It's been weeks since he came back, but there's a coldness to him now that wasn't there before. Noah's asleep beside me, his body pressed up against mine like a lifeline. But even in the silence, I know something's off. His arm is draped over me, but it feels more like a cage than a comfort. I turn my head, watching him sleep. His face is soft, but his lips are set in a way I've seen too many times, like he's hiding something. I've seen it before, every time he does this quiet withdrawal, like he's somewhere else, even though he's right here. He stirs, mutters something under his breath, but doesn't wake up. I close my eyes and listen to his breathing, steady and slow. If I stay still long enough, I can ignore the fear clawing at my chest. But I can't. I never can. I slip out of bed quietly, careful not to wake him. The apartment is dark, and the air feels colder now. The walls are closing in, but I need to get away from him for a second. I need to breathe. I walk to the window, looking out at the city below. The lights of Toronto are blurring in the distance. The noise of the streets is muffled, and it feels like the entire world is sleeping, except for me. I used to think he was my safe place, but now he feels like a trap. Everything about him, everything we've built, feels like a habit, a bad one I can't quit. A buzz in my pocket. I pull out my phone, seeing a text from Elias. "You good? You don't have to do this alone." I type back quickly, "I'm fine." But I'm not fine. I'm lying, and I know it. I put my phone down, staring at the empty street below, letting the weight of everything hit me. I hear Noah moving in the bed, and I know he's awake now, probably watching me from the doorway. "Come back to bed," he says, his voice rough, like it always is when he's waking up. He sounds tired, but that's nothing new. We're both tired. I don't turn around. I just stand there, looking out at the world, wishing I could just leave everything behind and disappear. "You know," Noah says, voice softer now, "you're the only one who keeps me grounded. I need you. Don't you know that?" I don't respond. I just keep staring out the window, and I think, for the first time, maybe he needs me too much. Maybe that's the problem. I wake up to the sound of my own heartbeat. It's loud, thudding in my ears, like a constant reminder that I'm still here. But somehow I'm not sure I want to be. Noah's side of the bed is empty. He's gone. And I know deep down that this isn't just a momentary thing. This is him pulling away again. This is what he does. He drifts, and I'm always left behind, chasing after him like a fool. I roll over, my phone on the nightstand. I grab it, hoping, praying that there's a message from him. There isn't. But there's one from Elias, and I can already feel the weight of his concern in the words, "You okay? Call me if you need to talk. You don't have to do this." I close my eyes for a second, ignoring the tightness in my chest, the pressure in my throat. I'm fine. I tell myself that. I've been fine for too long. I text back, "I'm fine, don't worry." But I'm not fine. I haven't been for a while now, and it's this silent war inside me that keeps me up at night. This constant battle between wanting to let go and needing him so badly that it hurts. I stand up and walk to the kitchen. The apartment feels so empty without Noah's presence. I can't even remember the last time we really talked. Not the way we used to. Not when we'd sit together for hours, laughing over stupid things, sharing dreams. Now, it's all silence, and the silence is suffocating. I turn on the coffee machine, my mind wandering back to the night before, the way he touched me, the way I let him, and the way, for the first time, I realized that he doesn't need me the way I need him. The thought stings, sharp like a cut that won't heal. I should have seen it sooner, that he's not here for me. He's here because I'm the easiest thing he can hold on to, because I'm the one who won't let go, no matter how badly he treats me. There's a knock at the door, pulling me from my thoughts. I don't need to check the peephole. I already know it's him. Noah's face is tired, his eyes avoiding mine. He looks like he hasn't slept in days. There's a weight to him that wasn't there before, like he's carrying something heavy, and he wants me to pretend I don't see it. "Can we talk?" he asks, stepping inside before I even have a chance to say anything. I don't answer. I just stare at him, waiting for him to speak. I know what's coming, and I know it's going to hurt. "Maya, He trails off, like he's trying to figure out what to say, but the words don't come. He looks at me like he's scared, and I can't figure out why. I'm the one who's scared. "Are you done with the lies?" I ask, my voice low, but there's a fury bubbling under the surface. I can't hold it in anymore, not after everything. Not after all the times I've let him walk all over me, hoping it would get better, hoping he'd change. Noah's eyes flicker. He looks like he's about to say something, but then he stops, his lips pressing together in a tight line. "I don't want to lose you, Maya," he finally says, but it sounds hollow, like he's repeating the words because he knows they're what I want to hear. But I don't want to hear them anymore. I don't want to hear empty promises. I want the truth. "Then stop lying to me," I whisper, but it's enough. It's more than enough. He steps closer, and I can feel the tension between us, thick and heavy. But there's something else now, something I can't ignore. A distance, a gap that's growing wider with every passing moment. I back away, shaking my head. "I can't do this anymore, Noah." He reaches out for me, but I step back again, this time shaking my head more firmly. You can't keep coming back when it's convenient for you. I'm not your backup plan." His hand drops. He doesn't say anything, but I can see it in his eyes. The guilt, the regret. But it's too late for that. The damage is already done. "I loved you," he says quietly, like he's trying to convince himself as much as me. I don't know how to respond to that. "I know," I say, but the words taste bitter in my mouth. Because the love he's giving me isn't enough. It never has been. And I can't keep waiting for something that's already broken. He doesn't stay much longer, just stands there, eyes full of things he'll never say, before he walks out the door again. I stand there, frozen, empty, and for the first time, I feel what I've been too afraid to admit. I'm done. I don't know how long I stand there after Noah leaves. Time feels like it's standing still. The apartment is dead silent again, except for the hum of the refrigerator and my heartbeat pounding in my ears. I should feel relief. I should feel like I'm finally doing the right thing. I should feel free, but I don't. I feel empty, hollow, like a part of me was ripped out, and I can't quite figure out how to fill the hole. I sit back down on the couch, staring at the door, wondering if he'll come back, wondering if this time, for real, he's gone. The phone buzzes in my hand, breaking the silence. I look down. It's a text from Elias. "Maya, please talk to me. I'm here, whenever you're ready." I almost respond, but my fingers hover over the screen, unsure. I don't know what to say anymore. What's left to say? Elias has been right all along. He's seen this before. He's seen how Noah pulls me back in, makes me think things will be different, but they never are. I stare at the phone for a while, the words on the screen a reminder that I'm not really alone, even if it feels like it. But I am. Noah's not here, and Elias, for all his good intentions, can't fix what's broken inside me. No one can. I throw the phone on the couch and stand up, needing to move. I walk to the window again, looking out at the busy streets below. The people rushing by like they have somewhere to be, like they have purpose. I envy them. I wish I could feel that way again. But I can't. Not with Noah still haunting my every thought. The next few days are a blur. I go through the motions, work, eat, sleep, rinse, and repeat. But the hole inside me only gets bigger, and every time I think about Noah, I feel a tightness in my chest, like I'm suffocating. I keep telling myself I'm fine, but I'm not even close. And then I get the call. It's late at night, and I'm half asleep when my phone rings. I don't even check the caller ID. I know who it is. It's always him, even when I try to push him out of my life. Maya. Noah's voice is ragged, like he's been running or drinking, maybe both. I need you, please. I can't do this without you. And just like that, everything I've tried to build, everything I've tried to protect, falls apart in a single sentence. I close my eyes. My heart is already pounding, and I know I should hang up. I know I should tell him to go to hell. But instead, I say the words I swore I wouldn't say. I'm here, I whisper, even though I hate myself for it. Even though I know it's the worst thing I could do for myself right now. I'll come to you. Just wait. His voice is desperate, like it's the only thing holding him together. I end the call, but I don't feel any better. I feel worse. I'm already wrapped up in him again, caught in his web of lies and broken promises, and I can't seem to break free. I stand up slowly, feeling numb all over again. I know what this means. I know I'm going back to the same old pain. But I can't help myself. I can't stop. Because I still love him, even if I know that love is slowly killing me. I put on my jacket, grab my keys, and step out the door. The night is cold, and the city feels even emptier than before. But I'm not alone. I know where I'm going, and I know I'm walking straight into the storm. But maybe that's all I've ever known. Loving him is like trying to love a fire, even though it burns me alive. And somehow, I can't stop. I don't know how long it takes me to get to Noah's apartment, but it feels like an eternity. The streets blur as I walk, the chill of the night biting at my skin. But I can't feel it. I can't feel anything but this aching, heavy weight inside my chest. The pull that seems to get stronger the closer I get to him. I can't let him do this to me again. But I know I'll let him, because it's Noah. And despite everything, I can't seem to turn off the part of me that still believes in him. The elevator ride to his floor feels too long. My heart's racing, my hands are shaking, but I step off, pushing the nerves aside. I can't back out now. I reach his door, raise my hand to knock, and pause. For just a moment, I wonder if I'm making a mistake. But the moment passes as quickly as it came. I knock, and it doesn't take long before Noah opens the door. There he is, standing in front of me, looking like a ghost of the man I used to know. His hair is messy, his eyes dark, like he hasn't slept in days. And in that moment, I realize he's falling apart, just like me. Maya. His voice cracks, and for a second, I almost want to believe he's still the guy who used to hold me all night, whispering sweet things in my ear. But I know better now. I know that person is gone. Why did you call me? My voice feels small, like it's not even my own. The words feel heavy in the air, and I can't make sense of them. I needed to see you, talk to you, he says, stepping aside to let me in. I hesitate for a second, then walk in, trying to ignore the familiarity of his place. The smell of his cologne still lingers, and for a moment, it feels like nothing's changed. But I know it has. It has to. I sit down on the couch, the same couch we used to spend hours on, laughing, talking about our future. But now the space between us feels wider than ever. I glance around the room, empty beer bottles, clothes scattered on the floor, the TV turned on but muted. Everything feels like it's falling apart. He sits beside me, close but not close enough to feel safe. Maya, he starts again, but I don't want to hear it. I can already guess what he's going to say. The same excuses, the same apologies. Noah, stop. I cut him off, my voice sharp. I don't want to hear your excuses anymore. You know what you did. I know what you did. He looks at me, his face softening for a moment. I never meant to hurt you. You have to believe that. I close my eyes, my heart pounding in my chest. I want to believe him. I really do. But the truth is too loud, too painful to ignore. You don't get it, Noah, I say, barely above a whisper. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep pretending like everything's okay when it's not. I've been lying to myself, thinking I could change things, thinking you'd change. But you haven't. You won't. And I can't wait around forever for something that's never going to happen. He doesn't say anything at first. He just looks at me, like he's trying to find the right words. But there aren't any. There's nothing left to say. I love you, he says, his voice barely audible, and I almost lose it. But I hold it together. I can't let him pull me back in, not this time. I know you do, I reply quietly. But love isn't enough. Not when it's built on lies. Not when it's built on broken promises. He stands up, pacing across the room, running a hand through his hair in frustration. What do you want me to say, Maya? That I've messed up? That I've hurt you? I already know that. I don't need you to remind me. I stand up too, the anger rising in me. Then stop doing it. Stop hurting me. Stop making me feel like I'm the one to blame for everything that's wrong with us. He turns to me, eyes wide with disbelief. You think it's all my fault? I can feel my chest tighten, my breath catching in my throat. Yes, Noah. It's your fault because you can't make up your mind. You can't make up your damn mind about us, about what you want. And I'm done being stuck in the middle of your mess. The silence that falls between us is suffocating. He stares at me, his face pale, his eyes filled with confusion and something else. Something I can't place. Guilt, maybe. But I can't tell anymore. I'm sorry, he finally says, his voice so soft I almost can't hear it. I shake my head, tears threatening to spill. It's too late for sorry. I grab my bag from the chair, turning to leave. Noah steps forward, his hand reaching out to stop me, but I pull away. Please, Maya, he whispers, his voice breaking. And for a second, I almost want to stay. I want to give in and let him pull me back into his arms like he used to, but I can't. I'm not that girl anymore. I can't do this, I say, the words coming out like a final breath, like I'm letting go of something I've been holding on to for too long. I'm done. I don't wait for him to respond. I walk out the door, and this time, I don't look back. The city feels different on my way back, quieter. It's like the noise of everything that's been weighing on me for so long has finally been muted. I'm walking, but it's as if my feet aren't really touching the ground. My mind is a blur of everything that just happened and nothing at all. I expected this to feel like relief. I thought the moment I finally walked out of Noah's life, I'd feel some kind of weight lifted off my shoulders. But instead, all I feel is a deep, aching emptiness, like something vital is missing and I don't know how to fill it. The apartment feels even colder when I get back. I don't even bother to turn the lights on, just stumbling through the dark into the living room. The silence is suffocating, and I sit down on the couch, staring at the space where I used to be happy, where I thought I had a future, but that future's gone now. I can't even bring myself to pick up my phone. I know Elias has probably texted me a million times by now, trying to check in, making sure I'm okay. But the truth is, I don't know if I am okay. I lean back, closing my eyes, the heaviness of the past few days weighing on me. I try to convince myself that walking away from Noah was the right thing to do. I try to remind myself that no one should have to live like I did, always walking on eggshells, always wondering if he's going to pull me back in with one of his apologies, one of his I love yous. But it doesn't stop the ache in my chest. It doesn't stop the nagging feeling that I just left the one person I thought I couldn't live without. My phone buzzes again, and this time I can't ignore it. It's Elias. Maya, I'm coming over. I'm not asking. Just tell me you're okay. I stare at the message for a long time. Part of me wants to text back and say, I'm fine, everything's fine. But I know that's not true. It's never been true. I sit there, frozen in place, for what feels like forever. I should be grateful that Elias cares. I should be thankful that there's someone who wants to be there for me, someone who doesn't want anything from me except my peace. But I can't stop thinking about Noah and the feeling that I just abandoned him. Maybe I'm not the only one who's lost. I put my phone down, burying my face in my hands. It's like I'm stuck between two worlds. Noah, with all the love and mess he brings, and Elias, who has never been anything but good to me, even when I didn't deserve it. The doorbell rings, and I jump, startled. I don't even think about it. I get up and walk straight to the door, opening it without hesitation. Elias is standing there, his face full of concern. His usual calm demeanor is replaced with a look of worry, and I feel a pang in my chest. He doesn't wait for me to invite him in. He steps inside, his eyes scanning the room before landing on me. Maya, you okay? His voice is gentle, but there's an edge to it, like he's afraid to hear what I might say. I don't answer right away. I don't know how to answer, but I step back, letting him in, and we both sit down in the living room. I don't know what to do anymore, I finally say, my voice barely above a whisper. I hate how weak I sound, but it's the truth. Elias doesn't say anything at first. He just sits there, quiet, letting me feel whatever I need to feel. I know he's waiting for me to talk, waiting for me to figure out what comes next. But I can't. You don't have to be sorry, he says after a moment. You don't have to have it all figured out, Maya. No one does. I look up at him, his calm presence, a stark contrast to the chaos inside me. I'm scared, Elias, I admit, the words coming out almost as a relief. I'm scared I'll never feel whole again, that I'll never get over him, that I'll never feel right. Elias leans forward, his eyes soft, understanding. I know it feels like you'll never get over him, but you will. It just takes time. And right now, you don't have to go through it alone. I'm here for you. The weight in my chest feels a little lighter, but not gone. Not yet. I don't want to hurt anyone, I say, shaking my head, frustration building again. I don't want to hurt you, but I don't know how to let him go. You don't have to worry about that right now, Elias replies, his voice steady, comforting. You don't owe Noah anything. You owe it to yourself to heal. And for the first time in a long time, I let myself breathe. I let myself believe that maybe, just maybe, I can find my way out of this. But I also know this. It's going to hurt. It's going to take everything I have to move on from Noah, to truly let him go. But I have to, because if I don't, I'll never find the peace I've been craving. For the first time in days, I don't feel completely broken. Maybe I'm not fixed. Maybe I never will be. But maybe, just maybe, I'm starting to heal.